What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Privateer Path. It's Scott Meshey. We're here at Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium. We're getting ourselves ready for press day. It's a little bit early, so we're the first ones on track, and I'm excited. I mean, I've made my first 250 main event here. I've made my first 450 main event here, so we're going to be shooting to make our first main event of 2023 here as well. Feel pretty confident, and obviously there's just good vibes, coming here. So, I'm just really excited, and can't wait to show you guys a little bit of the track. Can't wait to show you guys a little bit of riding here on press day. All right, so we just got finished with our first time out for press, actually. So we're definitely not even close to finish yet. But you can already see just from one time out how many ruts are already starting to form. So, trying to 3-3 is definitely going to be hard come tomorrow during race day. By the time the 450s get out there and stuff like that, it's going to get, pretty rutted pretty quickly. So you got to get really comfortable with hitting these big jumps and these big 3 ends, when it's rutted. So that's going to be a big challenge for this weekend.
Okay. It says infant on my screen.
Try a little bit hard, I guess.
Yeah, but all right, tell me who you just got off the phone with.
We just got off Got off the phone with Mr. Dan at NBC Sports. We just did a little bit of an interview, talking a little bit about myself and my story as a master's graduate, as a MBA graduate, and talked a little bit about myself, my racing, coming back from injury, and my story as somebody that has done more than just racing, and somebody that certainly lives a very full life and a very purposeful life. Talked a little bit about next level, and really happy to have been able to share my story, share a little bit about myself. For me, if I can inspire other people, then that's huge for me.
All right, guys, so we're here at Track Walk, and one thing to kind of note about Indy is if you zoom in kind of a little bit on the face there, you can see. Actually, we'll move a little close. You can see, even from press yesterday, you can still see the lines in the dirt. They try to cover them up and they try to smooth it out, but those lines are still going to be there. And that's something that kind of happens with each Indy, is the track is just so soft and the lines get so deep, and there's so many of them, that even when they try to smooth it out, those lines are still underneath there. You kind of have to be mindful of navigating those little ruts underneath. So that's something that's going to be really challenging. They did make a couple of changes here before the finish line. Instead of being basically a triple option, or some guys are going single-double or double-single, but you were hitting some nasty ruts going into the finish line, so they kind of made it a little bit safer, kind of just made it like a weird, almost camelback type deal. But the track's looking good. Whoops are big though, but they're going to break down. And it's just typical Indy. It's just going to get rough. It's going to get super rutted. So, it'll be a good one. mounted a GoPro on the pit board. So when I'm going by, Madcap Media, Ashley at Madcap Media, is going to be capturing the moment of us flying by and reading the messages. Typically what we're putting on there is position and time overall. Unfortunately, being in seat practice, for what reason I don't know. Obviously, we need to know where we're at in the time and the groups ahead of us. So that's something that we're going to be paying attention to, but got to get out there for qualifying one. Felt really good in free practice. I think I was half second faster than the guy in second, but just feeling good. Just got to keep working, keep going forward, keep the momentum moving forward.
You didn't update the vlog.
Dead engines.
Don't take my joke.
It is your joke. I'll give credit to Ashley for that joke. For that ending joke. But yeah, so we are about to go fill up the bike, and we're just going to clean it up a little bit. We're going to be heading out for Heat 1. In all truthfulness, we actually qualified 41st. I just had a heck of a time in the second qualifying. The track was just so broken down, so beat. Really, really hard to keep momentum forward. Every time I would hit a jump, I would just kind of get kicked off to the side. But Bubba Pauly really messed up his hand, apparently. Broke his hand, and from what I heard, he really did a number on the flesh. But so I hope he's all right and he recovers well. But we will be taking his spot in the heat race. So we're getting ourselves ready to rock and roll. And I definitely felt like I had a bit more to give, and I rode a lot better in free practice before the track broke down so much. And even then the track was broke down a bit. So I'm excited to get out there into the night show when the track is a bit better put together, and to be able to go out there and do what I do best, and be in the environment that I do the best in, which is race mode.
This is your Monster Energy Supercross fans.
You ready for this?
Ready as I can be. Ready to shreddy, ready Freddy, ready Renetti, ready Baguetti, ready Spaghetti, ready and ready. I'm gonna bring some speed and power.
We have 9 riders that are going to transfer. Indianapolis, who's ready for heat race number 1?
We're in there.
Supercross racing, the start is the only opportunity you're going to have.
250, so we have a little bit of time to kind of chill out. So we actually got a really good start from the second to last outside gate. Got into like third or fourth or something like that in the first corner. But I will admit, you know, by the end of the first lap, I was just kind of getting a little too worked up, getting a little too into the race. You know, and I was just struggling through the loops. I had Benny Bloss kind of flipped in front of me, and I got stuck with him for a second. Lost a couple more positions and kind of started to turn it around a little bit, but you know, obviously it's just too late at that point there towards the end. But we're about to head out for the LCQ. Gonna repeat that start again, this time make it a whole shot, and you know, really focus on jumping those loops effectively and making sure that, you know, we keep ourselves up in the mix. I have the rest of the track figured out, just need to clean up the loops. In that last video, we were in the LCQ. We had a good start. We were actually in fourth for a little bit there. Just had a hell of a time in the whoops. You know, just really couldn't quite figure them out, and you know, it cost us a lot. You know, but that happens. But we're gonna just progress every single weekend. I'm really feeling the main event. I'm really can taste it. You know, I felt great on the rest of the track. The whoops were just giving me a heck of a time. And, you know, that's kind of been the story with a few guys, you know, at least from the weekend, is just those whoops were just really killer. You know, just had a hard time finding the flow, but we're going into Detroit on a very high note, and we're going to keep working. We're going to keep getting better. I'm really excited to get up there and to get ourselves into press again, and to make sure that we are, you know, ready to rock and roll. But I'm excited for you guys to see the bike. I'm excited for next weekend. We're going to keep grinding. We're here at Sandbox, so we're back to the grind for the week, and we'll see you guys in Detroit. Thanks again for all the support. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.